All right, gentlemen, we made way too many mistakes this week, okay? The coaching staff has gone in, we've simplified the game plan. Let's go out here and execute. Hey, we gotta execute to win.
Come on, set! Go to base! Ready, go! Set, hut! 18 Gator, 18 Gator. Ready, ready! Set! 60 outlaw! Set, hut! On the double! Hut, go! Let's go now! 10, hut scared! Ready! Ready, set, cut! Here we go! 60 yards! Hook! Set, ready! 10, left, hook, right! Ready, ready! 60 Pittsburgh! Hook! Ready! 50 flag, hut, go! Here we go! 91. Weekend! 132. Fire! Ready, ready! Set up! Here we go! Set! And set, go! Let's go! 70 ending! Ready, go! Down! 15 lining, 15 lining. Ready, ready! Come on, set! 30 base! Set, hut! Set, hut! 18 Gator, 18 Gator! Hut, go! Ready? Right! Ready! Set! 60 outlaw! Set! Hut! Let's go now! 10, hook! Here we go! Here we go! 60 orange! Hook! Hook!
And you know what, man? That was pretty darn good. And you know what really gets me excited?
Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Dallas Cowboys. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
They'll run for the first time with a former Buckeye, Mike Weber.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Elliott. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. This is Elliott. And he's going to take this close to the first down marker as he stopped at the Eagles' 42.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Pollard going to try the right side. And he's going to take this close to the first down marker as he stopped at the Eagles' 28.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And this will be play number 8 of the opening drive. It's 3rd and short. They'll run with Elliott. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
He's checking. Crash. Watch, switch. Shift.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
Come on, set. Go to base. Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right. That's it.
2nd and 14. And this is caught. It's Cooper. Touchdown, Cowboys. Amari Cooper, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Winston, the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. Darius Geis, his first carry of the game. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
3rd down, here's Geis. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. 1st down.
First down, Eagles.
Now after the run by Geis, here's 1st and 10.
Check 3.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Cowboys 7, Eagles nothing.
Go. Double tight, guys. Double tight. Alert. 3 down.
On 1st down, this is Geis. A good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
You.
Now a play fake. Wentz. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they're bringing your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs. So they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them.
Slam, slam, slam. Rush in, rush in, rush in. Check, check.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
To throw on 3rd down, Harmon. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him. I don't know why, but it's always agonizing to me to see a guy make a mistake in this phase of the game because you can it's all on him. All eyes there. He's got a chance to make a punt return, and instead he ends up putting it on the carpet.
Puts it on the carpet. The little rubber pellets shoot up. Never a good sign for a returner on this field turf surface.
No, not at all. A bunch of them go up when they're all trying to get to the football, don't they?
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Geis with the carry on 2nd down. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
25 yards that time.
Here we go, here we go. 120!
From the gun, it's Wentz. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. To throw is Wentz. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side, the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 32-yard line.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
First down, and it's Pollard again. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas first down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Elliott on first down going absolutely nowhere as he'll lose about 3 on the play. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Harmon. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
Waiting! 54 Mike.
Wentz now on first down. And he'll hit Jeffrey complete.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. To throw, it's Wentz. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Shotgun now for Wentz. Gonna look deep for Jeffrey. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play.
They've got his man complete. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10.
Check three.
The final shot before break. Harmon, he's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we've hit halftime on Turkey Day here in Dallas. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll run with Geis. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Credit the tackle to Chris Covington, 6th-round pick in 2018.
At the 25-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They stay on the ground. Geis again. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. Now a run with Geis. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Andy Isabella His 11th touchdown of the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And with the rules as touchy as they can be, it's so hard to complete a diving catch in the end zone, but he just did it pretty well.
How about him getting his body, his hands, everything underneath and around the football without it hitting the ground and causing some doubt in the minds of the people who have to look at this and possibly review it. What a tremendous effort and a great catch.
This will be fielded at the 6. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
No. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. He's coming. We got double up.
Here's Elliott. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up 1st downs.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
You got tight right there. Check hot route. Hot. Switch. He's coming. Double up.
On 2nd down, Pollard. And he's going to take this close to the 1st down marker as he stopped at the Eagles' 37. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And he's going to get the 1st down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Check.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
I'm going back to you.
Now Elliott. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Running game working, they'll stick with it on 1st down. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 26-yard line.
On the double. It's the mic. Squeeze. He's tired of me. He's tired of us. He's crashing. Ball shot. Mike's 47.
To throw on second down. Carmen. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Brings up third down and 10.
Big play coming up. Here's third and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Nickel. 44, Mike, 44.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Intended for Randall Cobb. Incomplete. Sets up fourth down.
Austin Seibert sets up for the field goal try. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. Seibert able to knock this one through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle. Right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out the, just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
We're on to the fourth here on Thanksgiving Day. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
That good for 22 and a first down. Back to the ground on first. It's Geis. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he's a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Geis. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The Eagles on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Working from the gun. Wentz. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Here's Dustin Colquitt now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. It's away, and it's a high kick here, but not high enough to hit the scoreboard here in Dallas. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking, because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
I don't even know why this team showed up. Watch the eye. Wide, get wide.
Again, it's Elliott. A good run as he works his way for 9 that time, and it'll leave him with a third and just a few inches.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking him.
Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. He's at the 30. Touchdown, Cowboys!
Because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one taken from the 7. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Throwing now is Wentz. Throwing the comeback route. He's got the hook up to Thomas. 17 yards and a first down for Philly. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
This pass complete. Wentz to Ertz. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down. Wentz now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Now Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Robert Quinn in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. After the sack on 1st down, Wentz. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught.
Come on, baby.
That one good for 26 and a first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Zach Ertz, his first touchdown on the year. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Gold with the extra point, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
17, Eagles 14.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand-new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football? Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. The 30. 10. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott with his 14th touchdown of the year, second of the game. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. You know, the man on our cover, John Madden, so synonymous with these Thanksgiving Day games. He was on TV for these from, I think, 81 to 01, giving out the Turkey Leg Award and turducken he always talked about. Special when you got a guy going off like this. I think he would be a good recipient of the Turkey Leg Award.
Well, he's definitely already worked on that leg. Is it possible he could end up getting the whole turkey?
Yeah, give him a thigh,
or the
too.
whole turducken. And it's really great that you mentioned Coach Madden because everyone knows him from this. Everyone knows him from the broadcast booth. Remember, he won a Super Bowl as a head coach in Oakland.
Yep, he did indeed. But right now, we are watching maybe one of those turkey leg performances with his second touchdown there. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. On 2nd and 10, Wentz. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. To throw is Wentz. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Wentz going to go on 4th down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off inside the 10, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They'll run on 1st down. Elliott. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. They go to Elliott again. He's got a 1st down and more past the 30.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Jadeveon Clowney there on the stop. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Elliott running right. And he'll get it down here to the 43. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Let him know, let him know. Watch the safety creep. Go. Out.
Run for Pollard. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 13 yards and a 1st down, Cowboys. This defense, Charles, they have unraveled here in the 4th.
In a sense, it's like they're being pressed, like in a basketball game, and they just can't get the ball over half court. I mean, no matter what they do, they can't get off the field. They can't slow them down. They're just going up and down the field against them. Yeah, unraveling would be a perfect word for them.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put it into this thing. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
Watch the slit. Watch the slit. Switch. Switch.
Second and 4. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Randall Cobb, his second touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits all zeros.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things away.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for the Cowboys, they keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 8-3 on the year. And now they'll get the weekend off as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Denver Broncos. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, they go down to defeat for just the second time in 11 games so far. And they'll try again next week at home against Philadelphia. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.